What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? Welcome back to the G Perspective. I am your host, George Michael Perez, aka GMike. You guys already know what it is. You know where you can follow me on Twitter at George Mike Perez, and on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram at GMike Media _. And then for the people that love to listen to the audio version of this, the podcast is available on all podcast platforms under the G Perspective. I got a reoccurring guest back on this show. This dude knows a lot about all types of sports. He knows the facts. He has great opinions on this. My dude, my dog from back in the day, Ernie Diaz. How you doing, my man?
What's up, baby? First and foremost, this is live television, live podcasting. We're having some audio issues. Can you hear me good?
Perfect.
We good then, baby. Let's rock and roll. Pleasure to be back. Thank you for having me, bro.
Yo, always. You already know you could come back on the show whenever you want, and especially with that energy. You bring that energy, sheesh.
Got you, baby.
2 times a week,
we
baby.
Still cracked out from pre-workout. We still feeling it. You know how it is, man.
Hey, that pre-workout is no joke for real.
Man, let me tell you, I got to slow down. I'm almost 30. I got to relax on that stuff.
You be taking that stuff right before working out. Next thing you know, you're going to go to sleep. You're like, God damn.
You ain't lying, boy. You ain't lying.
Yeah, man. So the NBA All-Star Weekend just passed, man. And before we get to the nitty-gritty of all of it, I want to know, what was your opinion on just the overall weekend of it?
All right, so my old NBA All-Star Weekend. Let me tell you, it was one of the better All-Star games. The All-Star game. When it comes to the skills challenge, let's go little by little. First of all, what the fuck was that skills challenge? Dude. There was moving, passing targets. There was a windmill where you had to take a shot and then run and do a fucking layup. Like, who does that in a game, bro? Like, nobody do that. Like, there was no incentive to make the basket. You can just literally throw the balls as long as you picked it up and laid up the last one. That shit made no damn sense. The team selections made no damn sense. You got 3 Greek guys, 3 Cavalier guys, and then 3 of the whitest guys I've ever seen in my life.
It was just random. It was like
the most random thing I've ever seen. And then they thought, how can we make it worse? Let's pick the absolute worst dunkers in the National Basketball Association and let's put them in a contest. Bro, it was terrible.
Yep.
It was terrible. There was an idea that I heard Stephen A. bring up. It was like, you're better off grabbing like 10 or 11 dudes off the street, doing a nationwide tournament, and then picking the best 5 and letting them dunk. Like, bro. But other than that, Steph dropping 50, LeBron hitting the game-winning shot on Sunday, 2 Ohio boys doing it in Cleveland. That was dope.
Yeah, no, that was raw. But jumping back to the dunk contest, that idea that you just brought up, I think is one of the best ideas that they should put into the dunk contest. Because, there's people off the street, just like you said, do a little tournament. Bro, these guys be doing like backwards dunk, not even looking at the rim, under the legs, spinning and stuff. And these dudes that are just in the NBA, it's like they don't really want to do it out there, man.
Bro, and let me be like, before I keep crushing the players, like if you're honest with yourself and you go back to that very famous like 2000 where Vince Carter like took the stage away. Bro, back then, dudes weren't doing that regularly, between the legs, off the backboard, honey dipping. Nowadays, bro, guys are so athletic that dudes are doing this like in pregame dunks.
Yep.
So it's almost like we've seen every dunk there is out there. Let some of these dudes off the street, bro. I've seen some creative dunks, bro. Like you said, no looking, go up with one hand, cup it, and then switch hands. Bro, it's like some crazy stuff. Like, I think Stephen A. on First Take proposed this, a nationwide tournament. And then when All-Star Weekend comes, you pick the best 5, you pick an NBA player or franchise to represent those 5 guys, and then you donate the money to charity. A portion goes to the dunkers, something, bro. But it has to change. If you can't get the big names to do the contest, then you have to switch it all up.
Yeah, no, and the big names don't want to do it because they see how it is. And my other thing with it, if you're gonna be a part of the dunk contest, yo, make it on your first attempt, man. You got the crowd out there like anticipating the dunk and want to see the ball go through the rim, like flush down, and you're out here doing like 3 or 4 attempts, bro. Like you're losing the crowd. People don't want to
Bro,
be there no more.
let me tell you, I'm 5'7", maybe 5'8" if I were Tim's. I could dunk 30% from the field like these guys were doing. These guys all look like Russell Westbrook, missing layups as dunks. Like it was, bro. And then Cole Anthony, God bless his soul. First of all, why'd you put Tim's on? You're in Cleveland and you play for the Orlando Magic. Like if you were from New York, if you were Obi Toppin, I get it. But then you put on Tim's, and bro, my guy was praying that his knees gave him an extra 3 inches of elevation because he couldn't, bro.
Yeah.
The guy must have had shin splints for at least 12 hours after trying that. Minimal.
Yeah, dude. He looked like he tried to get off on the first 2 attempts, and he was just like, "Oh, no, it's not the same.
Yeah.
I haven't tried this yet. Why did I do this? Why did I do
Yeah,
this?"
like if you can't do it in practice, why are you trying it in front of millions of people?
Yeah, dude. Yeah. I don't know, man. But hey, shout out to Big Cat for winning the 3-point contest. Yo, that dude did not jump at all. This guy just went.
That boy got no jump shot. That boy got shot. That's it. No type of jump shot.
For everybody else, they gotta waste another second just to jump and try to put it through the
bro.
The rim.
But I knew he was in good shape when I saw that before. He was like talking to Steph Curry on like tips. Like he was like, "Yo, when you grab the ball, do you look at it and grab it, or do you just grab it and shoot?" Like when you talking to the greatest 3-point shooter of all time, you have a good chance of winning.
Yeah. Honestly, I didn't think that he was gonna win. I thought it was gonna be maybe Trey Young or Fred VanVleet, but hey, this guy came out, took it out of the bag, got that dub.
Bro.
Yeah.
I would have my money on Fred, to be honest with you, because I think Trey's more of like an in-game player, bro. I don't know how his attributes slide over to something like that. I think Trey plays better under pressure. But Cat definitely has like the purest form out of all 3 of them. Like his shot is nice, bro. It's nice.
Yeah. And then now jumping to the game, you know what it is. LeBron, one of our favorite players, 5-0 as being a captain. That guy is a monster. The GOAT for real.
Come on, baby.
For real. Making the game-winning shot to end the game to give his charity the money. Yo, that shit was pretty exciting right at the end.
Bro, hey, listen, that the new All-Star concept, the whole drafting of the teams is real cool. The whole like each quarter means something. So like it's not like the scores are still like inflated. Like I think the final score was like what, 163 to 160. But it's not like meaningless basketball. Like every quarter you reset. So every quarter matters. And then, bro, it's cool because like the last 2 minutes, these dudes are playing defense. Like they're trying. Like they want to win, you know? But it was fun, bro. To watch Steph Curry go off is always a pleasure. I don't think there's a basketball player that I enjoy watching more, you know? As a LeBron fan, I never really rooted for Steph because of all the Cleveland and Golden State finals. But, bro, Steph Curry is must-see TV. Like, it was perfect. 2 Ohio boys, both from Akron. He goes off for 50. LeBron hits the game winner. I don't know how you ask for a better All-Star game, bro. Straight up.
No, yeah, you said it. You said it best, man. You said it best.
Yeah.
Stephen Curry getting the MVP, doing his thing. Guy broke. He would have broke an NBA record if it was a regular NBA game with 16 threes.
16, bro. Bro, I don't care if it's an All-Star game and no one's playing defense. It's hard to hit 16 threes in one game, bro.
Yep.
16 of 21. Like, bro, he was better from 3 than these guys dunking were better at dunking. Like, it's incredible.
Facts.
He shot a higher percentage than these dudes did while they were trying to dunk a basketball with no one covering.
Oh, man. Don't flame them too much.
Yeah, listen, they're in the NBA. They're professionals. I mean, what do you expect when you put an Orlando Magic and a New York Knicks as your headliners? Like, and a Rocket? Like, I think those teams have a combined 30 wins. I'm exaggerating, but still, like, no one cares, bro. No one cares.
Yeah. No, and especially if it's not like John Morant out there, a high flyer. You got Jalen Green.
I watched that all day. I watched that all day, bro.
100%. 100%.
All day, bro.
Yeah, man. Well, jumping up into the next freaking craziest thing that happened this weekend, man. Hey, this man, coach of the Michigan Wolverines, Juwan Howard, snapped in the middle of a game.
Hey,
No, at the end of the game, I'm sorry. And he just open hand smacked an assistant coach of the opposing team. Yo,
bro,
give me your thoughts on that, man.
that guy, hey, Juwan Howard was part of the 5-5. I know y'all thought that the 5 meant the starting lineup. No, the 5 was for the amount of fingers you about to get in your face if you try me. And the worst part is, I hear people, I as you know, I watch a lot of sports talk and a lot of sports radio, and I listen to a lot. And I hear a lot of people like, oh, but, the timeout wasn't called for. Let me break it down. First of all, his team is down 15, and you're running a full court press.
Yeah. Disrespect right there. That's one disrespect right there.
That's disrespectful. Like, all right, take your L. You lost. You want your guys to play hard? Perfect. Don't get mad if a coach takes a timeout and goes, you want to press? I bet I'm not going to give you that option. I've always hated this, like, in football, like, oh, why are you running up the score, the unwritten rule? Why? The game is 48 minutes. It's not 45. It's not 46. It's 48. Play the whole game. In college, I don't know how long it is, but it's you got to play the whole game. Yeah. So the coach takes a timeout to not get a violation. Apparently, Juwan goes and says, don't touch me, or I'll remember that or something. And then the guy apparently touched him. That part I understand, because I'm a grown man. If I tell you don't touch me and you touch me, I'll get hot.
Yeah, don't put your hands on me.
You didn't even smack the guy who touched you. You smacked the other assistant coach.
That's what the funniest part was.
No, and the funniest part was the interview after. I felt like my life was threatened. Bro, you're 6'6". What are you talking about? Yeah. Honestly, like, all jokes aside, bro, if a player did it, I'd understand. It's the heat of the moment. I don't agree with the college rule that you have to shake hands right after the game because, bro, your nerves are still high. Like, you're a competitor. You played sports. You're not always happy when you lose, and you might say things and you might react the way that's not you. It's just your competitiveness,
Yeah.
So putting guys, it's like putting a microphone in somebody after a game, and like asking them how they feel. You're not going to get a genuine response, People are hot. These are athletes. So first of all, that's just a bad mix. But if it was a player doing it, you get it. You're in the heat of the moment. But a coach who's coaching men, like young men striving, you got to be better than that, bro. I don't care what that guy said, and he must have said something to piss you off. You got to be better. And I love Juwan Howard. As a former Heatle, I love him, but you got to be better.
Yeah, because you're on live TV. You don't want this being
you're
brought out to
recruiting,
everybody.
kids are watching. Like,
exactly.
You got to go into living rooms and sell your program to the parents and let know their kids are going to a safe environment where they're going to grow as men. And here you are slapping a guy. Did you slap him because you were upset at what he said? Or did you slap him because last year at this point you were 28, 25-3, and this year you're 18-11 or 14-11, excuse me. Like, it could be a combination. Everyone has a bad day, but it's just a bad look on national television and against a rival.
Yeah,
in Wisconsin,
Facts. But what I don't agree with is the punishment that they're giving him and suspending him for the remainder of the season. I think that's like way over the top. Maybe like a few games, maybe a few weeks, maybe until the tournament if they make it. But for the remainder of the season, if they make it to the tournament and they go far without him, like, I don't know. I think it's just over the top.
Bro, in today's day and age, I'm surprised he wasn't fired, to be honest with you. So, but it's tough, man, because I think you definitely have to reprimand him. I agree with you. I've seen worse. That's not something like that's super egregious. Like, we've seen a lot worse. But I guess since it's the fact that it came from a coach putting his hands on another assistant coach, I think that's where it got out of line, bro. It's tough, man. It's tough. I didn't even know it was a full season. I just thought it was the rest of the 5 games left in the year. But if they make the tournament, if he's still suspended, then that's pretty tough, bro. I don't think Michigan has a shot. I didn't think they had a shot with him, but without him, they definitely don't have one.
Yeah, no, you got your leader basically leading you out there, and he's not going to be on the floor with you. He's not going to give you the big time speeches right before the game or in the halftime or nothing. It's gonna ruin.
We'll see how his team responds, bro. Because if I was a player for that team and I saw my coach do that, even though I probably set him aside later and be like, "Yo, coach, like, you good? That was wrong." In the moment, bro, my coach is riding for me and my guys. Like, that's my guy,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, facts. Well, yeah, that's the verdict on that. He's going to be suspended for the remaining of the season. Whatever, it is what it is. He did what he did. He shouldn't have done it, but, life goes on.
I agree.
Yep. And just like life goes on with Brian Flores freaking trying to sue the NFL and 2 NFL teams, now he is hired by the Pittsburgh Steelers as a defensive assistant linebacker coach. That's big time news because honestly, I didn't think he was going to get another coaching job of trying to sue the NFL.
Bro, to go from a defensive coordinator in New England where you won Super Bowls to then coach the Dolphins and have 2 winning seasons, bro, I think it's a really big stab in your ego that all of a sudden you're now an assistant linebacker coach. Like, you're not even the main guy.
Yeah.
For the Steelers, I think it's a great hire for them as an organization. I think my camera, we're good? We're back? Okay.
Yeah, you're good.
The Steelers, great hire. Phenomenal hire for them. As a Raven fan, I'm terrified. I'm not going to sugarcoat it for you. The Steelers were terrible against the run. Brian Flores knows how to defend the run. It's terrifying. But look at how ironic the world is. The only black coach in the NFL, well, before Lovie Smith and Mike McDaniel, who's biracial, got hired, the only real black standing head coach that has tenure in the NFL was the only one to offer him a job. People say maybe he just did it because it's his boy looking out for his boy. Listen, bro, in the NFL for a long time, it's been old white guys hiring young white guys that they like. If this is a black coach hiring another black coach so that hopefully one day he can get his foot back, I'm going to look the other way because it's been going on the other way for so long. So now if it's happening for this community, then hey, all power to him, bro. I just hope that he has, as a Raven fan, again, I hope he's not very successful. But in all honesty, bro, he's a great coach. He deserves to coach. But that lawsuit is looking a little shakier every day. So we'll see, man.
That's what I wanted to mention to you because now you got him coaching as a coach for an NFL team and he's suing the league that he's working for. How would that work? How would that work exactly if you know?
I think in this case, bro, since he's suing the league, remember that the commissioner works for the owners. So he represents them. He can't make them hire anybody. He can make you interview, but he can't make you hire. So it's ironic because the Pittsburgh Steelers, their owner, the Rooneys, who started the Steelers a long time ago, the Rooney rule in the NFL, which states that, you have to at least interview minority coaches. And if you hire one, you'll get draft compensation, was started by the Steelers. So ironically enough, the only coach with tenure, Mike Tomlin, the only organization, the Steelers, hires a coach that's literally suing the NFL for what they have believed in for so long. So if it was any organization that was going to hire him, Pittsburgh makes the most sense. But I'd be lying to you, bro, if I said that he would be a head coach again. Eric Bieniemy for the Kansas City Chiefs. Most of the time, you see these offensive coordinators getting the jobs. Brian Daboll, Mike McDaniels, Matt LaFleur, Sean McVay. These were all OCs. Josh McDaniels, who's in Las Vegas now. But yet Eric Bieniemy can get a job. And he has Patrick Mahomes and all these guys. So if he hasn't gotten a job, I don't know how Brian Flores, apart from all of that, suing, like you said, the guy that you're going to be working for, the company, I don't know, bro. I don't know how that's going to work, to be honest.
Yeah, man. Dude, they need to change up the whole schematic when it comes to the NFL, man. These owners are...
Look at basketball, bro. 30 teams, 14 have black coaches. That's pretty equal.
Yeah.
The NFL, 80% of your players are black, yet you have 2 black coaches, 4 racial coaches. Ron Rivera is Hispanic. Mike McDaniels from the Dolphins identifies as biracial. And then obviously Lovie Smith, who got hired by Houston. Thank God they're about to hire Josh McCown, a high school coach, before him. And then
that's crazy. So that is insane that you're looking for a high school coach. Obviously, he was in the NFL before and all this, but they're looking at a high school coach before anybody else. That's insane.
Like, you couldn't find one guy in the NFL that deserve that job. And I'm not saying that, just because you're black, you deserve an interview. But if we're talking about a league where 80% of people or 70% of the product that you're putting out there, your value, looks a certain way, there's no reason why black people couldn't make great coaches.
Yeah. Like they swear that just because they're black, that they don't have the knowledge or the experience to lead men into winning games. Like,
that was for a long time, bro, that was the belief of quarterback, that black quarterbacks didn't possess the knowledge to process information, to go through reads. And it took Doug Williams, winning the first Super Bowl as a black quarterback with the Redskins, or the Commanders, I think they're called now. Winning that first Super Bowl. And now if you look at the league, look where we are 20, 30 years later. Most of the big time quarterbacks are African-American.
And it's great for the game, people. And it's awesome, great for the game.
Patrick Mahomes, Russell Wilson, Lamar Jackson, freaking Deshaun Watson whenever he plays again. Tyrod Taylor had a few stints as a starter. Like Tua's Polynesian. Like there is no like a presidential 6'4" big white quarterback. And look how great the league is doing. Look how many kids now see a Lamar or they see a Patrick Mahomes, like, I don't have to change positions. I can play quarterback and I can be good at it. So hopefully coaching in the future will have that same drastic change where 10 or 15 years from now, we see a 32 team league and we see maybe 13 or 14 coaches. I'm not even asking for that, bro. But at least, bro, give me 6. But we have 3 and 1 Hispanic. It's insane.
Yeah. I mean, I know that you already know this, but for the fans out there that are watching this or listening to this, let me just tell you, this is modern day slavery. You got big time white folks controlling teams, having black people play on the field. They do everything for them while they sit back and get all this money and get all this gross income. Modern day slavery, people, wake up.
Yeah. And a lot of people will tell you no, because these athletes are making millions, but they're not like we're making millions because they're black and they're playing. These guys have put in work from a young age. They've dedicated their livelihoods to becoming a better athlete. So Roger, a lot of people like to blame the commissioner. Remember, the commissioner works for the owners.
Yeah.
He can't make them hire.
He's a middleman.
The only
basically
way this is gonna change, bro, if there's old rich white people still running these teams, they're gonna hire people that look like them. It's not gonna change. I think there's one minority owner in the NFL, and it's the guy from Jacksonville. I don't want to say his name because I'm gonna mess it up. I think it's Mr. Khan, if I'm not mistaken. I think he might be the only minority owner. Chris Greer with the Dolphins is a GM, and I think he might be the only one. Well, there's 2 now because Minnesota hired one. But as long as old white rich dudes own teams, they're going to hire white people, and it's not going to change, bro. It's just not going to change.
No, yeah, and the argument that people give that, these players are making so much money and whatever. 1, the owners make 10 times more than what these players do. And 2, they're putting their bodies and minds on the line because these players get concussions. They break their legs. They break their arms. They have severe ending career injuries. You guys don't look at that.
Exactly. They get contracts, but and you have to honor your contract. But if tomorrow they decide that they're better off without you, you're gone, buddy. That's the NFL. Bro.
That's how it is. Look how it is with running backs. Running backs probably are one of the most hittable players on the field when it comes to the offensive side of the ball. And these guys don't even get big time contracts like quarterbacks do. I get it.
Because they know that their shelf life is so small that why pay you millions? So that's why you see these running backs taking these like early deals and putting all this wear. And like, look at Zeke, bro. Zeke is never gonna go back to the first 3 years that he was. No, it's just too much wear and tear, bro. It's too much.
Yeah. That's why every team has to have like 2 or 3 great running backs. Like even the 2, like how you just mentioned right now, Zeke, Tony Pollard right behind him. He's a great running back. He goes to another team that doesn't have a running back and he's RB1. Yeah. It's just that they have to have him behind them because Zeke goes down. What's gonna happen? Oh damn! I gotta call some guy off the street. No, you got 2 backs 100%. Right behind them because they're gonna play for their team and shit.
Yeah. Look at like probably 2 of the most prolific running backs right now, Saquon and Christian McCaffrey. The days of a running back going as high as those 2 guys went, it's over, bro. those guys showed you that position, it's really hard to. And I love C-Mac and Saquon as well. They can't stay healthy. So the days of a running back going second overall like Saquon did, or in the first 10 like Christian McCaffrey did, you have to be a stud athlete. And even then, I just don't see it happening, bro. It's a very expendable position, as messed up as that sounds.
Yeah. I love the NFL. I love watching it. I love playing football. You do too. But things got to change. A lot of things got to change, man. And it's got to change for the better. It cannot keep going downhill like it has been in the past few years, man.
I'm just saying, like, what's going to hurt to give them a shot? Like, you're hiring these white guys and you're firing them. Most of them, I think the average NFL life is like 4 years. What are you going to lose if you hire like a black guy and you have for 3 years and it doesn't work out? But at least black people are not asking. We're not demanding that you hire us. We're just asking for an opportunity.
Yeah, dude.
You know?
Yes. Give them equal opportunity for everybody, for Asians, Hispanics,
anybody,
blacks, anybody.
Women, heterosexuals, homosexuals. If you know the game of football, your sex, your gender, and your race should not determine if you're eligible to coach or not. It shouldn't.
Fucking facts, bro. Facts.
Yep.
Well, Ernie, bro, I appreciate you, man. You know, definitely you can come on whenever the hell you want because you know your stuff. You have great opinions, the personality and energy. You know, I already know you got to keep that up. But let these people know where they can follow you, man.
Hey, brother, it's always a pleasure, my man. Like I always say, you guys can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Negada Baby. That's Negada with three A's at the end, baby with 3 Y's. I do that on purpose because if not, I will forget and I will write my name incorrectly. Follow me there. I talk a lot about sports. If you don't like my opinions, you can still read them because I'm usually right, even when I'm wrong.
Yeah. I'll second that. Guys, you know where you can follow me: Twitter, GeorgeMike Perez, IG, TikTok, YouTube at GMike Media _. And then for all of those that want to listen to the audio version of the podcast, under the G Perspective on all podcast platforms. Ernie, thank you again, my dog. Hopefully I'll get you back on the show soon, brother.
Whenever, my brother, you know where to find me, my man. Thank you, bro. Stay blessed.
Yes, sir.